What is up, my peoples? What is up? Um, I'm outside right now. I had to bring everything out and kind of set up a little bit out here because I have family over. They're all sleeping inside and definitely don't want to make no noise for them. So that's why I am out here, not in my usual office. Guys, what a game it was. There was some excitement, there was some heartbreak, there was some of everything. Um, I feel like my decision on how I want to see this team go is definitely at a standstill. I'm unsure because I'll explain. There's more that's wrong with this team than just the quarterback. It's not just Tua. Sure, he made some mistakes. He's a rookie. It's gonna happen. Um, he doesn't make them often. However, when these mistakes were made, it were definitely at the wrong time, and it cost us the game potentially. However, he did come out and he showed his perseverance, his love for this game, and the fact that it's not over until the clock stops. And he came out and he completely balled out and made up for all those mistakes that he made. He marched down that field, got us a touchdown, marched right. The defense got to stop, marched right down that field again, got us another touchdown. I mean, it was good to see because it showed his potential, how good he can actually be. If he was to play like that um, the entire game without the mistakes, imagine what he'd be able to do in this league. The fact that when he wants to, he can turn the Jets on, and the fact that when he wants to, he can turn the Jets on and really just move the ball at a good rate. You're talking about 5 plays. You travel the whole field already, stuff it in there, and he got it done. Um, in all reality, people are not going to see this as I do. Everybody has their own opinions. I say this all the time. People are like, or opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one. Okay? So this is just my opinion. This game, this game was lost on the defense. This game was lost on the defense. The reason I say that is because sure, Tua had the mistakes, but the defense made stops, and he capitalized on that to bring us back into the game, and then put us ahead at the very end to where we were winning this game. We were in the fourth quarter, very little time on the clock. Atlanta has the ball. What we needed was a stop. With a stop, that would have sealed this game for us. So that's why I say that we failed on this game because of the defense. Now, I'm going to explain why it's on the defense and not on Tua. If the tables were turned, and in order to win the game, we had to march down the field and score, wouldn't we say that we lost the game on the offense? Think about it. Put it down in the comments. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna let you guys in here in a little bit, guys. I want to get everything out that I think first. So put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If the shoe was on the other foot, and in order to win the game, the defense didn't have to make a stop. They already made the stop. We had to march down the field and score. And we didn't score. Would we have lost the game due to the offense? Tell me, Cap. Because to me, the offense, they were on fire, and then the fire went out. They were on fire, and then the fire went out. Like, it was very, very, very inconsistent. But Tua showed tremendous promise in this game. Although he had those two interceptions, that were not done. I mean, it was just stupid, 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 stupid on his part. This was this was a game that I feel like this was Tua's best game yet, because he showed how he could come back from the adversity. Think about how he was in this game with all of Deshaun Watson talk again, going out there, not having the receivers, having to show everybody, hey, this is why I am who I am. This is why I was picked fifth overall. This is why you guys trust in me. And I feel like this game was his best game yet, because because the fact that he was able to march down the field pretty much every time, besides I think once or twice they got 3 and out. But the fact that he was able to show that he can march down the field, move the ball, make big plays, extend plays, run out of the pocket. While he's out of the pocket, he's still looking downfield, still looking downfield, still looking downfield, and he's wanting it, he's wanting it. No, I'm going to run this time. He made that mistake last game, where instead of him just going for the first down, he threw the ball. You guys remember that? Now, in this game, he didn't make that same mistake. He wanted to throw the ball, and he said, you know what, screw it, I'm going for it. He went for it. He showed the toughness that he has, because everybody always talks a lot of smack that Tua ain't tough, he can't take a hit, one hard hit, and he's going down. Well, let me tell you, he took a hard hit. He took a real hard hit to where the other player got hurt. Not him, the other player got hurt. He took a hard hit. So he realized his mistake last game, and he didn't do it again this game. You guys have to think of the growth that he's doing. I've always said this, and I will continue to say it. Tua is a year 3 man. I think that we can get this team back to the way that it was last year, with the help that we're going to get in the draft and in free agency. We need to play our cards right and get the players that we need to surround him with the help that he needs, and I think that he will flourish tremendously. I feel that next year will be his year to come out and shine. I've always said it from the jump. Tua's a year 3 man. However, I don't think that Miami has the time. I think that I think that everybody else thinks that Miami is ready now. If we get Deshaun Watson and we insert him in here, would he have won us that game? Possibly. I can't deny that. Possibly. I don't think that he would have threw one of those dumb interceptions where he kind of like tossed it up and it went right over who he was throwing it to, and the guy came up and made the play. That's really what it was. Everybody seems to think that the Dolphins can't wait. They need somebody at the realm right now, and if they put somebody at the realm right now, they're Super Bowl contenders. You are wrong. You are wrong if you think that just adding Deshaun Watson to this team makes us Super Bowl contenders. You are wrong. A Super Bowl contending team stops the run. That is number one. Number one. In order for you to play in the Super Bowl and be able to play well, you gotta stop the run. You gotta stop the run. Plain and simple. Running winds down the clock. Okay? Running makes your defense very tired. And it brings your defense forward so you can go over the top and open up that pass game. That's why Tennessee is so good. You have to keep an eye out for Derrick Henry. You have to keep an eye out for Derrick Henry. If not, he's going to run on you. He's going to have 300 yards in that game, and he's going to have 10 touchdowns. It is what it is. So you have to be able to stop the run to be a Super Bowl team. And unfortunately, Miami cannot stop the run. I don't care who you put at the quarterback. It doesn't matter. You got to stop the run, and we can't do that. We cannot cover slants. We cannot cover in routes. Just a quick 5 yards, turn and go. Because we don't have the linebackers for it. I feel like last year our linebacking core was definitely more in the more rounded area, to where I feel like our linebacking core right now is too one-dimensional. It is too one-dimensional. Us giving Baker that contract was a huge mistake. That was a big mistake from Miami. One guy that should be getting a contract before this year ends is Gesicki. They need to give that man a contract before his free agency hits. Because if his free agency hits, then he's going to be able to listen to all the offers from everybody else. And if you ask me, a man of that stature, of that perfect, like, he's not the perfect tight end, but he's like the perfect weapon for the receiving core. He is the perfect weapon for the receiving core. He's huge, big hands, very athletic, can jump, a big guy, and it's very hard to guard him. Very, very hard to guard him. Even though he's not such a very crisp route runner, he makes up for it in the contested catches. He makes up for it in him being able to body people. But as on the line, he's whack. He's whack. It is what it is. So I think that Miami needs to give that man his contract this year. He needs to. They need to. He deserves it. He's come out here. He's played lights out every game, all the time. He always does. He really does. One guy, and this is why I don't want to bring you guys on, because I want to be able to get all this out. So don't worry. I'm going to put the link in there so we can all talk. I promise. One guy that I think needs to go is Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard needs to go. Have you guys noticed that X turns on the Jets and really plays to the X that we know only in the fourth quarter? Do you guys realize that? That fumble or that interception that he had Um, it wasn't even an interception. Like, it just so happened that he kind of stripped the ball out of his hand, and the way he landed on him made the ball come up onto his hip to where he grabbed it. And sure, yes, he kept his eyes on the ball and wanted that and got it. He wanted it and he got it. I give it to him, yes. But he gets burnt. He lets guys get over the top of him, which is why when the guys get over the top of him, whoever does already knows that as long as you throw that ball up, he ain't catching you. Not fast enough. I feel like he's very, very quick. He's very quick, but he's not fast. When you're getting to that, a lot of people go over this 40-yard dash, and you need to get your mind off of this 40-yard dash. The 40-yard dash just means that you're quick. You're quick. You're shifty. You're just quick. But that doesn't mean that you're fast. You got some of these wide receivers that run way faster than some people that do in the 440. In the 40-yard dash or whatever. You got some people that run a 40 and, 4.2, but when you run in top speed, that's a different story. That's a different animal. A totally different animal. And I feel like X is quick, but he's not fast, which is why he gets burnt over the top. I think the play calling for the defense on that last series was terrible. Terrible. We've been getting toasted on zone all year long. The game is on the line. They're back. It's third down. You need this stop. This right here is where you needed this stop. They go on run zone. X gets burnt. And Kyle Pitts gets a nice long pass downfield. I'm sorry, but to me, X isn't worth it anymore. This is why I didn't want to give that man the money. He's only getting older. To be in the corner, in a cornerback position, you can't be old. It's very rare that you're old and can play ball, lights out ball like that. Especially when you're going against young kids that are just lightning. Look at Waddle. Waddle's the MVP of every game. He is the MVP of every game. Him and Kazeki. MVP of every game. So I feel like we screwed up on giving Baker his contract, and we screwed up on giving X that extra contract. I think if you wanted to act like a big old baby, we should just let him act like a big old baby and left him there. Straight up, because he's not playing to the potential of being the best corner in the league. The best corner in the league does not get burnt. The best corner in the league does not get mossed. That is not the best corner in the league, guys. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Put it down in the comments if you think that I'm wrong. But the best corner in the league does not get burnt. The best corner in the league does not get mossed. And the best corner in the league doesn't play hard ball only in the fourth quarter. That's facts. So I'm in a stage right now where I am for Watson. Only because I don't think that Tua cannot do it. I just think that it's gonna take Tua too long, or we don't have the proper coaching for him. I think that is our biggest problem. I think our biggest problem is we don't have the proper coaching. We have coaches that don't know what they're doing. Excuse my French. They don't know what the hell they're doing. You know it. We're looking at this game and we can sit there and say, you know what? I could coach better than this guy. This is ridiculous. The play calling sucks. I can see Tua's growth by him audibling down there on the line, calling his blocks, doing this, doing that, whatever. He's throwing the ball downfield. He's not just dicking and ducking. He's running it and taking it himself. He's taking the shots that he needs to take the shots. He's extending what he needs to extend. He knows where he has to go, and he's getting there and giving it all he's got, which is why he got that first down. Any other QB would have got hit like that and dropped. Straight up. That man hit him hard. That was a head-on collision, 30 miles an hour, two cars just going like this. He shrugged him off with his shoulder, took the spin, and was able to get us that first down that we needed. Tua did that. Nobody else. Nobody helped him. He did that himself. And that opened my eyes to him on he can be great. He really can, because he learned that from the last game he screwed up in, and he didn't screw it up this time and got it. And then he showed the heart and the strength that he has inside to be able to get whatever it is that he needs to be able to pull the win out. He did what he had to. He made some mistakes that cost us the game, but he did what he had to. Let's see what we got here. The defense. Let's see what we got here, Cap. The defense getting an interception and fumble was good enough. They saved Tua twice. This kid is tough as nails. Yeah, very true. They did. But he even said he can't see the whole field. Come on, Cap. Let's be serious. I blame this year on Flo and Greer. I agree with you 100%, buddy. Tank McBride, I agree with you 100%. This falls on coaching. This falls on Flo. This falls on Greer. This falls on Stephen Ross. To be sitting there, noticing this happening, and not making an executive decision, the owner of the team, and saying, you know what, you guys are screwing up. Fix it or get out. Straight up. This falls on everybody this falls on everybody. In my opinion, this falls on everybody. Our tackling is horrendous. This is tackle football. And it's like, this is touch me and get 5 yards football. The tackling is horrendous. Ridiculous. There's a lot that needs to be fixed, and I don't know why in the world you guys think that having Watson here is going to change that. I'm putting the link up here so that way you guys can jump on. I want you guys to jump on. Let's have a little talk. I'll be on for a little bit, and I want to get into it. I want to know what you guys think, what you guys see, how you guys feel, what you guys think we should do, your opinions. I want to know it all. And I want you guys to tell me. Come on, jump on and tell me what's up. Here we go. Number 1. Cap, what's up, brother? What's up?
Dímelo, hermano. How are you, man? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm feeling a little joy, a little hurt, a little sad, but a little excited.
Yeah, it's mixed emotions for sure, man.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's like Tua showing such greatness in some areas, and now you're in the chair where you're like, if we continue with Tua, there's a 50-50 chance that he could be great. He really could be. You can't deny that. There's a 50-50 chance where he could be great. But then again, if you decide to do that and he's not, then you lose out on something that's proven. But it might not be able to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, at this point right now, man, I'm pretty sure Stephen Ross has done his due diligence. And we'll find out this week, man. After watching the halftime reports a little while ago during this 49ers game,
Yeah.
it's pretty much like not a matter of if, but when.
Right. Right. Please, E38. What up? What up?
What's up, fellas?
What's up going on?
What it do, man? What's going on? What's
Oh
up,
man, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. It is what it is. It sucks we lost, but
Did you expect something different?
I said in the chat last night, I said I expect a shootout, but I expected us to win. But I guess you could call it a shootout, man. I mean, I don't know, bro.
Cap, what do you think? Did you expect to see this?
I mean, like I said, man, I mean, the kid for me had to score at least 24 points or more. And like
And he
Beasley
did.
said, man, it was a shootout.
He did.
Yeah. And so
He did. So I have a question for you. I asked this question earlier. There wasn't so many people on here. And I asked this question earlier. Do you think if the tables were turned and in order for us to win the game, there was a minute and 30 seconds on the clock and we had to score to win the game, and we didn't score, would the loss of the game be tied on the offense?
Well, I mean, you got to put. I mean, it's if you want to
It's the end of the game. Listen, it's the end of the game. The offense has the ball. You either score and you win, or you don't score and you lose.
You score.
Obviously, that's the plan. But they don't score.
If you get the criticism or not.
Right, they don't score. Does the fail or does the loss go on the offense for failing to be able to
convert?
I mean, not really, man. It goes back. It's a team game. It goes back to the defense, and so really, if it's a team game, it goes back to the defense. So it's on them, then. Really, right?
It could be.
I think he's asking like whoever has the ball last. I mean, are they responsible for the outcome of the game?
And I'm saying, yeah. I'm saying the defense should have stopped them.
I agree. I think whoever is on the field at that point in time, that's either do or die. It falls on you. Just like to win the game, okay? To win the game, we gotta kick this field goal, and the kicker misses. Who gets the blame for losing that game? The kicker.
It's the flow of the game. The flow of the game,
Yeah, it's the kicker that loses that game. So I feel like sure, Tua dug us in a hole a little bit, and he had to dig us out. He did exactly that. He dug us out. He marched down the field in 5 plays, bro. 5 plays. He was throwing bombs.
Yeah.
He got us down there. They scored. We got. They get the ball, 3 and out. The defense did their job, made the stop. We get the ball again. We score again. They get the ball, and the defense has to stop them for us to win this game. So the offense did their job, put points on the board to be able to beat them. Now it's your job, stop them. And they didn't. Yeah. Whoever the defensive coordinator was that decided to put Xavier Howard on Kyle Pitts should be fired. You don't do that. You crazy.
Yeah, this game is a collective effort, man. Like you said, the kicker was one quarter. The two picks was a majority of the second half. And the defense, letting up at the end. I mean, if you want to see it that way, I mean, you can say that also. I mean, like it's a collective ass kicking.
It's a collective. I mean, I agree. The offense should have went down and scored. If they would have scored, they would have sealed it, right?
Pretty much.
So I mean, I think it comes back to coaching.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The offense went down and scored, which brought us up to 28 to 27.
Okay, and then they drove it down
But
and kicked the field
yeah,
goal.
but to
And
be
they
fair,
drove it down and kicked the field goal.
we shouldn't have been in that position though. That's the problem.
Correct. We should have never been in that position. But since we were, and the bottom of the line is we were in that position.
Yeah,
So-
but why?
Well, because Tua made his mistakes. Tua threw some dumb interceptions.
He didn't do that in college. I mean, I don't know if y'all see my videos. I'm an Ole Miss fan, and so I saw him in college. He came in and torched Ole Miss the 3 years he was there. And, I mean, lit us up, man. And there was no interception. There was no bonehead plays like that.
I agree. I think that they shouldn't have put Xavier Howard on Kyle Pitts. First off, Kyle Pitts is a monster.
Yeah,
He's a monster. And in reality, Xavier Howard is not. He's not a deep ball like cornerback like that. He's a slant cornerback.
Yeah.
Byron Jones is the deep ball guy, and that's who should have been on Kyle Pitts at that situation.
They had Eric Rowe. At one point, they had Eric Rowe throughout the first half.
What's up,
And
Big
then
John? What's up, Big John?
Big John.
When Eric Rowe couldn't cover him, the coach decides to put Pitts on the outside. And, that's a tight end on the outside running wide receiver routes.
Yeah, my point.
There's not many people that are going to be covering Pitts for years.
Yeah,
Pitts is going to ball, bro.
I agree. Big John, what's up, buddy? Talk to me.
Nothing much, bro. As disappointed as I was in Tua's interception and how bad he played in the first half.
I could agree with
The
that.
first half, man, he showed why. He showed why to me he's still the man, bro. Doesn't matter, bro. He brought the team back again.
Yeah.
That's the second week in a row.
So, Big John,
The
you
defense.
like Tua? You like Tua?
I'm a Tua fan, but I'm not a person who doesn't see his mistakes.
I'm the same way.
That interception, inexcusable.
Right.
100%. 100%.
But
that defense needs to step up, man.
I think
They stepped up. They got an
John.
interception and a fumble recovery.
let me ask you a question, Big John.
Listen,
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Because I've been answering this question.
Go
I've been
ahead.
asking this question to everybody. If
Go ahead.
the shoe was on the other foot, and in order to win this game, we had the ball and we had to score points, and we couldn't do it, would the loss be on the offense, or would the loss be on the defense?
I would put it on Tua.
You would put it on Tua, right? Damn, Tua couldn't do it.
I would.
He couldn't score for us, so we lost the game, right? Okay, so I
I would
feel
put it on Tua.
so I feel we lost this game because the defense didn't show up when they had it to.
That's what I was gonna tell Cap, because I mean, as much as the defense, look, I'll put it like this. Before Cap says anything, yes, the defense came up with the interception. I mean, interception and fumble. Right. Okay. It was 2-2. They didn't get more turnovers than we did. We didn't get more turnovers than they did. Our defense just did not show up when they needed to stop in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left.
Correct.
As bad as Tua played in the third quarter, as bad as the interception was, he brought us back through 2 touchdowns and gave us the lead.
Yeah. As bad as those interception was, that was as bad as Pitts got open and just mossed everybody. That's as
to
bad
me,
as
the
that
play I
was.
didn't like wasn't even the ball he caught. I didn't like the first down play when you don't bump him and he gets a free release.
Yes.
How can you give that man a free release? That
Well, that's why you don't play zone.
Yeah,
I think
and I'm just exactly.
I think
There's
that
no reason
I think
why we
that the
should be
play
playing
calling
zone.
yeah, I think that the play calling for the defense on that third down where they were still in their territory, what were they on the 20-yard line or whatever it was? Third down, it was like third and fourth or whatever. We had to get that stop right then and there. That was the decision of the game. Was right there, that play. And they decided to go zone instead of playing man, and Kyle Pitts caught that freaking 40-yard bomb down the field. That was that play. That was zone. That right there was where we lost this game.
Saying it a couple weeks ago. People really didn't pay attention.
Look who's here.
Bobby McCain
What's happening?
was a lot more important to the Dolphins defense than we thought he was.
Bobby McCain? Yeah, I agree with that.
I disagree. I think Bobby McCain was very good.
Well,
I think he was great at what he did for the Dolphins, but I think Javon Holland is doing just
Holland's
that.
doing good.
I think Javon Holland is a baller, bro.
you're not.
Yeah, he is. So
No,
Pam,
I understand what you're saying. And if you're talking overall talent,
we'll take Holland.
then I get you. But McCain knows we're in position where you need to be.
Yeah.
Right, because he has he's veteran.
That's the difference.
He's a veteran. Yes, I know.
Exactly.
Yes,
And
I
that's
agree.
important.
Pamela,
agree.
where you at, Pamela? What's your mindset at, Pamela?
The show
Well,
the
I am totally
Got
furious,
that-
of course, about
Hey,
that
Pamela's
loss.
here.
Hey.
Talk to me, babe. What's up?
Well, I'm furious about that loss. And the plays you were just talking about with Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm.
I know what a monster he is. I'm a Gator fan.
Right.
So I watched him, cheered for him, rooted for him, wanted the Dolphins to get him. But how are you so stupid that you play zone, not on one play, but two plays in that last drive? I mean, it was like, give him a cupcake or something. I mean, they just put a bow on that drive. That was horrible.
Agreed.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're looking at a situation now with Kyle Pitts and Jamar Chase, and I don't know, man. I mean, the first round pick talents that are coming out, Michael Parsons. I feel like we catered to this kid by getting his ex teammate. We catered to the RPO system with him. We got Charlie Fry to be an offensive coordinator to help him out.
We're gonna blame Jay.
I think at some point in time we got to cut our losses
With who?
You mean with
with the
Tua?
situation. Yeah, I mean with the situation of just we're catering to everything to help this kid succeed, and it's not working out.
I don't think it's on him, though. I mean,
I don't think so either.
that second interception for sure was just a horrible decision. But I don't think it's on him. I mean, I put this on the coaches. I really do. I see this as terrible play calling by the defense. I also see, I don't know what the deal is that the refs are allowed to just keep pulling crap over and over. I don't think this game was as bad as some of the past few weeks, but I want to see Flores up in their face. And he was more animated this game. Like, he's coming back. But I'm furious sitting on my couch. How is he not? How is he not in their face?
I can agree.
Yeah.
I can agree. I love the way he got all pissed off and started cursing and all that after the game was over.
Yeah.
Who was this?
Flo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that one. That was awesome.
Me too.
That was awesome. Like, way to do it now. Way to do it now.
It seems like it's been like that all year, does it not? It seems like our scheme is like off or wrong. We don't have the right scheme at it. You know, there's something that's not right. Because teams are pounding the rock. They're getting 5 yards a pop on a run whenever they want. I mean, they weren't doing that last year.
No, you know why? We had different linebackers last year. We had veteran linebackers last year.
Is that what it is?
100%.
I think Scarlett got hurt, and what? Baker was hurt too.
Yeah.
But we had last year. We had Kyle Van Noy, a veteran linebacker, knows what he's doing. We had
Was Shaq Lawson at one point?
Shaq, him, and we had what's this guy that was a run stopper, McKinney.
Yeah.
Like,
we don't even want to talk about him, right?
You see what I'm saying?
We still don't know why he left.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's crazy. Shout out to my brand new subscriber here, Bobby K. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing.
Bobby K.
So I don't know, man.
So I didn't think we got I didn't think they gashed us bad in the run. There was a few runs.
I mean,
we
played it better today.
I think exactly.
Yeah, they
I
had a
thought
total
our
64
defense
yards.
played better.
You're right.
Except for we got gashed by Kyle Pitts repeatedly. Of everybody on that team, why isn't he covered like a blanket?
Yeah.
And what's the other guy too? The one that got the
Ridley.
touchdown.
Ridley.
Yes, Ridley.
Yeah.
Patterson.
And Patterson.
I mean, you don't leave Ridley or Pitts open ever. I mean, we should have just been covering them. And I mean, we got pressure on Matt Ryan a few times.
That's a
overall,
nasty.
I thought the defense was better.
Yeah, you're right. They were. That's a nasty combination. You've got Matt Ryan with Kyle Pitts and Calvin Ridley. You know. Yeah, I mean that's pretty hardcore. We're trying to play man defense.
Yes.
Hey, Bobby K, I agree with you 100%, bro. I agree with you 100%.
I want to say something
John.
real quick. Last week we were
Hey, Bob, bro.
hating on Brian Flores for going forward on 4th and 1.
You broke up a little bit.
You broke up.
That's what everybody was.
I didn't hear the first part what you were saying.
This week,
You're breaking up, bro.
I said.
Mic check. 1 2.
Last week.
Mike Jack.
Hear me now.
You keep coming in and out, bro.
We were complaining.
Mm-hmm.
We were complaining.
Wow.
He was saying last week we were complaining about Flo going for it on 4th and 1.
Okay.
He
So
He'll come back. He'll come back.
we didn't go for it. I mean, where we were, the only time I can think of it, let's see, because Gaskins got fourth down, or got us first downs multiple times. I think Gaskins, and he needs the Dolphin Award. He is such a hard player and so
pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been a highlight for us.
Yeah, and they stopped running him.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, we should never stop the run game. That's a 4-quarter game plan for sure.
Did the offense give up a sack?
Yeah. Well, well, I guess that wasn't a sack because he threw an interception.
They seem to play better though, right?
They did. I thought so.
Yeah, they listen. We don't have major problems on the offensive line. The offensive line's biggest problem is the fact that they're having trouble with the run blocking. That is their problem. On pass blocking plays, they're doing their job. If your quarterback is getting 3 and 4 seconds, whether he has to come out of the pocket or not or whatever, if he's getting 3 or 4 seconds, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If within 3 or 4 seconds your quarterback cannot get rid of the ball, that is on him.
You're looking at Raekwon. Raekwon's pretty much good on the run stop level. So we got the run aspect taken care of this game with two running backs not getting more than 75 yards.
Yeah.
If we keep that momentum up, it's a situation where we're getting exposed in the secondary now, even though the secondary is the most money we spent on. And I really don't understand why that should be an issue, but it is.
You know what it is? It's the shitty tackling. It's the shitty tackling. How do you make contact at the 40 and the guy still gets to the 47-yard line? That doesn't make sense.
Tackles did we see
Where
they were just slipping through? That's technique.
Yeah.
That's coaching. That is inexcusable at this level. I mean, I can understand that one running back. He was just a beast. He's carrying 3 or 4 guys that one time.
Yeah, Patterson.
But some of those other tackles were, I mean, they had their fingers on him. Why aren't they wrapping him up?
Yeah, I don't get that. Our coach, or whoever the coach is that's teaching them how to tackle, needs to be fired immediately because he ain't teaching them. He's teaching them how to give them more yards.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
100%, baby. Give it to me.
Come on.
All right. Now what I'm saying is last week
Dolly.
we were complaining that Flo went for it on 4th and 1.
Okay.
Maybe this is the reason why. They drove 80 yards for a game-winning field goal.
Yeah, because he doesn't have trust in the defense. He does not have trust in the defense.
Nobody thought about it.
No, Flo doesn't have trust in the defense. That's why. That is why he went for it last week.
Well, that's not good.
And it cost us.
Let me guess. Who was fault?
No, that's not Tua's fault.
No, that was the play call.
Quarterback, linebacker, no tackle.
Well, then Flo should
No.
hire Josh Boyer. He should get rid of Josh Boyer then. That's what I would do. I'd be looking for another defensive coordinator.
Listen, I want you guys to hear the stats, the team stats in this game. Okay? First downs, Atlanta 21, Miami 27. Rushing, Atlanta 5, Miami 9. Passing, Atlanta 15, Miami 17.
Wow.
Penalties, Atlanta 1, Miami 1. Total net yards, Atlanta 397, Miami 413. Total yards rushing, Atlanta 72, Miami 132. Rushing plays, Atlanta 22, Miami 29. Average gain, Atlanta 3.3 yards, Miami 4.6 yards. Passing yards, Atlanta 325, Miami 281. That's the first one that Atlanta has beat us in
That's right.
in the
What
in
about
category.
Okay. What about the stat of points off of turnovers?
I'm gonna keep going here. Watch. Get ready. Get ready. Listen to this. Attempts, completions, and interceptions. You got Atlanta 40 for 25 and 1 interception. Miami 40 for 32, 2 interceptions. Sack and yards lost, Atlanta 1 for 11, Miami 1 for 10. Gross yards passing 336, Atlanta 291, Miami. Average yards per attempt 8.4, Atlanta 7.3, Miami. Then we got here punt returns, Atlanta 1 for 17, Miami 2 for 16. Kickoff returns, Atlanta 2 for 43 yards, Miami 2 for 29 yards. We're starting to miss Jakeem Grant here.
Yeah, no, but my point is, what the
I'm sorry,
points
but
off the turnovers.
I'm starting to miss Jakeem Grant in these things because sure he lets go of the ball, he fumbles or whatever, but you know what? He gets more yards. He gets more every time he makes a good catch on a kick return and runs it, he gets at least to 30 to 35, 30 yard line.
We're done with Grant.
Yeah, man. Let's not use that excuse.
I'm just saying, bro.
Now I hear you.
Ready?
If it was,
keep going here.
if this was before the season, I was all for Jakeem. Here's the problem where Jakeem makes this worse. Is so he gets these extra 10 yards on the kickoff or whatever, or on the punt return, but he cost us, I don't know, 20 yards and a touchdown return because he fumbled. How many times?
Yeah, correct.
So I get what you're saying about Jakeem. I mean, if he got the ball, he was dangerous.
Yeah.
He was. Jakeem got us yards. He really did. I agree. I agree. So, however, I'm gonna keep going here. Ready? Check these out. These are the last ones. Okay, third down conversions. Atlanta, 6 out of 13 for 46%. Miami, 7 out of 11 for 63%. Do you know what that tells me? 7 out of 11? That tells me that we didn't even have to get into the third down conversions because we kept moving the ball forward and getting first downs.
Yeah.
That's what that tells me. Tua was moving that ball forward. We were grabbing yards. Okay?
Yeah.
Total plays. Atlanta 63, Miami 70. Time of possession. This is what is like on paper. On paper, you would think that Miami won this game.
Yeah.
Okay? Time of possession. Atlanta 25 minutes and 22 seconds. Miami 34 minutes and 38 seconds.
Yeah.
On paper, Miami demolished Atlanta.
Yeah. Sure did.
So we got a
points off the turnovers. Who had the most points off the turnovers?
But also a kicker missing field goals. He was. I mean, what has happened to our field goal kicking game? That was money for us.
Yeah.
Atlanta had 2 turnovers. Did they convert off of those points with those turnovers?
No.
So right here,
We did get one called back though, didn't we?
Interception returns. Atlanta 2 for 56 yards. Miami 1 for 0 yards.
Yes.
No. What I'm saying is the turnovers that we had, did they make points off of the turnovers that we gave them?
Yes.
I don't have
Both
that
Okay.
stat here.
No, well, I can tell you already. It's 10.
10.
Yeah,
10.
they got a field
pretty
goal
much
and a
nothing.
touchdown. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the stat of the game, right?
I think
Well,
turnovers
so-
are what make or break games.
Okay, so let me ask you something, Cap. So they got 2 turnovers on us, and they couldn't capitalize on it, right?
They could.
No, I'm asking you. I mean, when we got the picks, I mean, did we convert off of the picks we got off of them?
No.
Well,
We turned it right back over.
mhm.
The next
Gave it
play, right?
That's my point.
So here's a couple things too. So everybody wants to be mad because it was Atlanta that we lost. The thing is, it's an NFL team. The NFL is not college where a super college team is playing a high school team, basically. It's the NFL. The disparity is not there. Any given Sunday, a great team could lose to the weaker team in the NFL because there's not that big a difference. So what do y'all think about that?
I think you're
Wow.
spot on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think
You hit the nail on the head.
I think Tua even brought that up today. Flo has been talking about that. He said Flo said there's a very small margin of difference between winning and losing in the NFL. And Tua said that Flo has been preaching that. You know, and we saw it today. And I really think in the NFL, especially like you just said, this is not college. You know, it comes down to coaching.
It does. It does.
Well, and then
It does.
the other thing is the clock management at the end of the game. So we went down. That drive was beautiful. I could hardly be mad that we went down and scored. But we left them a lot of time. And Matt Ryan and Kyle Pitts, you can't leave them that kind of time.
No, not at all.
Yeah. No, at this point right now, and Heat fans, I'm gonna let you get the floor, man, with a little bit of just saying that this game, yeah, I'm a little pissed off. I went more nuclear last week with the Jags loss. So this right now for me is just like I'm numb. I'm just numb.
I understand. Me too. I was furious this week. I think because I actually thought we were going to win it. I thought our defense was going to come up with the play at the end and, you know, not allow them an opportunity to score.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Agreed.
I think I was more mad this week, or maybe because it's another week of losing. I'm not sure which.
I want you guys to hear something, okay?
All right.
Do you guys think that a quarterback that gives you 300 yards per game average, on average, 2.5 touchdowns, maybe 5 games, 2 interceptions, and manages the game right? Do you think a quarterback that puts up 300 yards and touchdowns a game is a bad quarterback?
No.
I don't think so either.
You got to understand, like we've been asking for what, more than 37 yards completion pass. He did that today. He threw a pass over, I think, 40 to Gesicki.
No, it says here. No, it says here his longest was 27 yards.
Oh, okay. So I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. So he's still
Right,
getting
yeah,
37 yards.
but they don't count the drop back that the quarterback does and all that. You know, the 5 to 10 yards he has to drop back or whatever.
Let's just say, the 300 yards games back to back. That was great. The 28 points. That was great. But
And there could have been more. There was points left on the field. There could have been more. There was points left on the field. So you got to think it's not just.
I saw.
Yeah. Yes.
I
agree with you
with
100%.
that.
I agree with you 100%. People are going to come out and say, well, Tua's fault. He screwed up.
Yep.
He lost us the game, this and that, or whatever. Okay, you're right to a certain extent. But he brought us back.
Tua will throw it down the field. He will throw it down the field if he has it. He needs time, and he's got to have the game plan. The coaches aren't scheming it up like that. The coaches are telling him to take the short stuff if it's there, and he's taking it. Believe me,
I agree with you.
We'll throw it down the field.
I agree with you. I think, and then these past two games, he's had over 100 passer rating.
Pass attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah.
Over 100 passer rating.
Yeah.
He's the number one quarterback right now in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
The number one quarterback in fantasy right now is Tua Tagovailoa.
Right.
He's putting up the stats that others aren't doing.
I wonder how many people actually have him on their team.
I mean, I have in my league. He's still on the waiver.
Wow.
The guy that's producing points right now is Burrow and Herbert.
Well, yeah, well,
But I really do
and all the other platforms that you're not on, Tua's number one, buddy. Tua's number one.
I really do think the teams are taking the over-the-top stuff away from him. I think they're trying to give him short stuff. I think they're trying to take Waddle away.
Yes. Yes. The teams, what they're doing is, of course, they're going to take away the top, because if our receivers get over the top, it's a game over, because you cannot guard that.
Yeah.
You cannot guard that. Once that receiver is past you, and the quarterback had enough time to sit there and wait for you to get past or on top of your secondary, there's no guarding that. There's no guarding that whatsoever.
And we're really
having somebody that runs a 4-2 or 4-1 or whatever the hell Waddle runs, there's nobody catching him. There's no one catching him.
Right.
He's grabbing that ball and he's out.
Yeah.
So
the one thing that I wanted to see was, go ahead, Pamela.
So speaking of receivers getting open, do y'all remember the play where the Atlanta receiver was driving the defender? I can't remember who it was, just driving him back. It was like that. That is not a legal play. That was 15 yards downfield. He just kept pushing him and then turned around and caught the ball. No flag, no nothing.
I remember that play. I was saying, where's the flag on that?
That's right. Me too.
Yep. Yeah, that was crazy. There was no flag on that. And there was a ref right there.
Yeah. Other teams don't have to get open. They can just do whatever.
So Bobby K put in the comments, Tua's interceptions will definitely diminish once Fuller and Parker are fully healthy and back in the lineup. That is a huge problem for Tua right now.
Yeah.
You have to think, he's putting up these numbers with receivers that are coming off the practice squad. They're not even on the roster. They're coming off the practice squad, and he's putting up numbers like this with them.
What's wrong with Parker right now? I can't even.
What isn't wrong with that man? He probably stepped on a piece of gum coming into the stadium.
What is wrong with him? What's hurt now?
He's got a hamstring and a groin?
Hamstring and a groin.
Yeah. A hamstring and a groin or something. I mean, if you want to be honest about something, Waddle is the MVP of every game. Waddle and Gesicki.
Waddle was taking a beating out there today.
Waddle and Gesicki are the MVPs of this game. Without them, the Dolphins would be nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing right now.
Shaheem's come up big too, though.
Yeah,
He's
but
done really well.
Mhm.
yeah, I
Today,
agree.
specifically.
Mhm.
I can go with that.
What do y'all
What's
think
something
about?
else?
What do y'all think about Ahmed? He
Oh,
played pretty good, I thought. For a little
yeah,
bit.
he did pretty good.
Um, I think we need to revamp our running backs.
Our
I
running
think
back room.
yeah, I think that we need to revamp our wide receiver room. I think that we need to revamp our linebackers.
Yeah.
I think just us getting one veteran tackle that's proven will change the game on the offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
you do realize though that everybody wants a coaching change. Everybody wants a new running back coach. And from what you're saying now, you want to revamp what the wide receiver core and what else?
Running back.
the wide receiver core, the running back getting one solid tackle, one solid tackle, a
We're pretty
veteran
much
tackle.
talking blowing up the whole team.
We're talking about rebuilding from the rebuild.
We're talking about fixing what's wrong.
I know, but we
Well-
just named pretty much the whole thing.
Well, we have wide receivers that are not on the field because they cannot stay healthy. This happens every year. Our receivers are trash, bro. That's the God's honest truth. Our receivers, they're good when they're on the field. They're good when they're on the field, but
Right.
the whole 3 games that they play in the entire season, nah, man, come on, bro.
But
The
really,
best
think
quality,
about
the best quality in a
what you
receiver
just brought up
is
with all the
availability.
stats. How our stats were so much better than Atlanta. Think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That isn't we're
Miami-
lacking in players. I
No,
think
Miami
that's-
controlled
we're
this game.
lacking in coach play.
Miami
play
controlled this
calls.
game.
That's right, Pam.
Each fan, where you at? Each fan.
Yeah, he hasn't said nothing, bro. Go ahead, bro. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Take yourself off mute, bud.
You're on mute, bud. It's one of those days, bro.
Yeah, bro. He's not even paying attention anymore. Pete Fins, what's up? Oh man, terrible.
I think he
So,
froze.
so what do y'all think? Do y'all think that the Watson stuff's about to break? You think we're about to sign Watson?
This is how
That
I
would be
feel.
a
The only thing,
mistake.
that kills me about Watson is this. I think that having Watson on here, we would be done on searching for our franchise QB. We would have it, and we would have him for the next 15 years.
Long term.
Yeah, this is a long term. We will have him for the next 15
We'd
years.
have to bail him out first.
Now,
Damn.
what hurts me is giving up all that we have for him. That means
Yes.
the next 2 years
Yes.
in the draft, we will have nothing but 5th, 6th, and 7th round picks.
Yeah, but I mean, with that,
our best pick will be like pick the very last pick of the 2nd round. That's the best pick we're gonna have.
Chachi, but with that being said, I mean, we're already like complaining that he doesn't know how to draft anyway.
Right.
Okay,
right.
but wouldn't you want to have that and have the
No, I
possibility
mean-
of, well, maybe he hit?
If you can guarantee me a top 5 quarterback with free agents that want to come here, I'll take my chances with the free agents that have been producing more than the draft picks.
Hey, Fins, what's up, bro? You finally got off mute.
Yep, I gotta do something real quick.
What happened,
What's
buddy?
going on, buddy?
Talk to me. Tell me what's up.
What's up?
How you feeling? Tell me what you think.
All right, now
And the question of the day is, who do you think lost us this game?
can there be two answers on that one?
The answer could be whatever you choose. It's what you
All
feel,
right,
what you
all
think.
Like I said in the chat, Tua's two shitty picks cost the game. and the defense cannot tackle. Like the linebackers cannot tackle. Those are the two main issues. No, you gotta address that. If you can't do that against Atlanta, you can do it against Buffalo.
Okay, Heathens, let me ask you a question. If the table was turned, okay, and Atlanta had just scored, now we get the ball, and in order to win the game, we have to score. Okay, and Tua goes out there, he gets all the way down the field, and he chokes and doesn't make it. Do you blame the loss on Tua?
Yeah, because he had the opportunity to score.
Yes, exactly. So why wouldn't you blame this loss on the defense? Because they couldn't make the stop.
Because the defense didn't give up 10 points.
No, you're right. The defense gave up 30 points.
No, they really gave up 20.
Look at the score, bro.
10 free points. Out of the 32, gave him 10 free points.
Okay. Listen. When it comes down to it, defense has to do what they have to do to make sure that we are ahead of the other team. And the defense has to do what they have to do to make sure the other team doesn't get ahead of us. Moral of the story is, the offense got ahead of them and did their job. The defense had to come out and make a stop and not let them score points.
That's all you need to do.
That was the job. As long as they did that, we won the game. Unfortunately, the defense did not do that. They gave up big plays. It wasn't like they just kept getting 10 yards and 10 yards and 10 yards and 10 yards. No, they marched down the field so fast that they took a couple of knees just to run down time.
And the coverage was shitty too. Matt Ryan threw a deep ball. Holland and Howard was
So whose fault is it that we lost this game?
I mean, like I just said,
The
it was
defense.
What was the score? What was the score of the game?
28. It was 28-27, and the defense had to make a stop. They didn't.
Yeah, but
Atlanta walked all the way down the field. But it mattered. He gave up 10 points. But within a minute of the game being over, we were up 28-27. So he brought us back, regardless of the 10 points he did. Regardless of the 10 points Tua gave, he brought us back and put us ahead of the team with a minute and 30 seconds left on the clock.
I understand what you're saying, my
Make
man.
the stop.
I really do. I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, he put himself in that hole.
Yes, he did. I agree with you. But he took us out.
Too little, too late.
Well, so one of the drives, it wasn't our last drive. It might have been the one before that where we scored a touchdown. We eventually got in there. But here, the play call was run. We got a first down. Beautiful. Love that. But on the next first down, we ran again, and of course they stuffed it that time. What we should have done was taken a nice shot downfield. We're not doing that enough to change it up. We're doing these little short passes, which they worked. I mean, our stats, like you just said, they were better than Atlanta's in almost every category.
No, Miami controlled the game. On paper, Miami won this game on paper. And they controlled the entire game.
Yeah.
So then where is the problem? And I say
it was the last possession of the game is what lost us the game.
I disagree, bro.
It is what it is, bro.
You can see more points in the Jets.
I think we left too much time on the clock, which I blame on coaching. We either needed to go faster and leave more time if we're going to punt the ball, kick off, or slow it way down.
I agree. I think
pay attention to the clock.
Pamela, you bring up a very good point. I think that they screwed up by getting that second touchdown so fast.
Yeah. Right.
Once they scored that first one, the defense made the stop, And when they got back on that field, they went right down there.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's where they screwed up. They should have controlled the clock more and left it because I think when Atlanta got the ball again, there was like 3.5 minutes left on the clock. That's too much time. That is too much time.
Yeah.
It should have been. It should have been.
What did they do?
No, it should have been.
slowed it
They had to
down.
come out and they have to run a hurry up offense and get all the way down the field. That's what it should have been. To where they had to use all their timeouts. They had to use everything they could to be able to get down there. And then I guarantee you, the Dolphins defense would have made the stop necessary because they would have had to run man to make sure that they were no men were offside or ineligible or all that bull snot. They would have to run man, and that man would have shut them down.
And that's what we needed. But you notice what Atlanta did. They worked the clock correctly on that last
they worked
drive.
it perfect. They worked it perfect.
They had an opportunity to run in and get a touchdown or get more yards and almost get a touchdown, but they didn't. They got their first down and they laid down.
Facts, Barney-O. Facts.
Well, I mean, look. With that being said, I mean, with the trade deadline coming up, I mean, I got a question for you guys. I mean, and in the comments as well down there. I mean, for the people in the comment section. I mean, what do you think the reality is, or what the realistic possibility is of any type of move happening? Is it going to happen with the coaching staff, the front office, or the players on the team?
I'm sorry. Did you repeat the question?
Now, what's going to happen before the trade deadline if we were going to do a move? Would it be a change in the front office, the coaching staff, or on the players? And if the players, what players in particular?
Well, other than to call somebody on the carpet, taking somebody out of the front office at this point in the season is just a big flag of, hey, we know this guy's crap and we're getting rid of him. We're going to blame him, throw him under the bus, which I think Greer should go. I don't like him, but that's
I don't think Greer should go. I don't think this is Greer's. I don't think this is Greer's fault. What is Greer's job? Let's go over what the job is. What is Greer's job?
His job is to build the team.
Is to build the team. His job is to get His job is to get rid of as least as possible, as least assets as possible, and gain as many as we can.
And I don't think he's done a great. He did a great job with the picks
What?
and trades like that, but I don't think he's done a good job when it came to addressing our issues, and we're making our selections, our picks.
That is not Greer's job. It is not Greer's
He's
job.
controlling it,
His job is to
though.
build the team.
No.
I think he's controlling it.
No, it is not Greer's job to address what is wrong with the team. Who addresses what is wrong with the team is your head coach, Coach Flores. He addresses what is wrong with the team. This is the problem that we have, Greer. Mr. Greer. This is the problem that we have. Now, we need you to go out and find us a player to fix this. Unfortunately, they didn't fix anything.
I mean, Greer. Okay, well, then you're saying that Flo drafts the players. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. Who does the talent evaluation?
Chris
Coach
Greer.
Flores does.
No, Flores has put that responsibility on Greer time and time again. He's said it.
What?
Greer's taken the
Yeah, I think they're a
responsibility.
team. I think they do it together. I think they
Okay,
do it
let me
together. But
ask you a question.
That falls back on Greer.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Exactly.
Who is it that goes out and meets with these players at the combines and all that?
Chris
Is it
Greer.
not?
Chris Greer.
Is it not Flores that's out there?
He's always Chris Greer is always at the senior games.
Flores and scouts probably did.
That's Chris Greer's job. Yeah, that's how he became a
Greer
scout. He
is
was doing
the
that
one-
first.
Yes, he's the one I think picking the draft picks. If you look, and I've talked about how the difference in Flo's attitude from this season to the prior two seasons. I think there's a power struggle. This is just my thinking, but I think there's a big power struggle between him and Greer, and Greer's pushing his weight around with these draft picks that we take, and I think he's costing us.
Yeah, I think it's more of a pissing contest between Chris Greer and Reggie McKenzie. We got to figure out who is really in charge of head of player personnel.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know about Charlie Fry being the coach.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No, I don't know about that. I think the coach. I think a head coach either comes from being a defensive coordinator or an offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Yeah, not as a quarterbacks coach.
So
Quarterbacks coach. That was what was this guy? Adam Gase, right? Wasn't he a quarterbacks coach?
Yeah.
He started off as a quarterbacks coach, made offensive coordinator, and then made the head coach.
Right.
So back to my point. I mean, like I said, I just wanted to pick all you guys' brains. So out of the coach, the general manager, and the quarterback situation, or any other players, what's going to change?
Look,
Hey, the next
Between coaching or players, or both?
By the trade deadline.
That's gonna tell it all. If we trade for Watson, that's a huge move for this organization.
Yeah, I think if we make that trade for Watson, the coaches go nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
That move might be
If we don't trade for Watson, I think coaches get fired.
Then Greer and everybody.
But I don't think it makes sense.
Because I feel like
just
this
like
is
you said,
if they trade for Watson,
quarterback rating.
correct. Now I feel like if Greer and Flo go out and get Watson, this is their last chance at saving their jobs.
Stephen Ross will keep them around and let them retool and do what they have to do with Watson.
Correct.
I don't doubt that that's true. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I think we give up too much for too little return for an absolutely unforeseen future.
Right.
See,
I wouldn't mind making that trade as long as they were picks that could be given back if shit doesn't go right.
You
know what I mean?
Contingency basis.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But I mean,
Hey, like I always say, Cap, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got one, bro.
No, that's fine, man. Everybody does, and I respect that. But to call somebody a creep when the man is still with his girlfriend or wife, and the wife hasn't said anything about the issues and standing by his side, he can't be that much of a creep. And we got to realize too that this all happened when Houston's owner was getting charged with crap about being racist. But we all forgot about that part because everybody wanted to leave Houston because of the owner.
Well, and maybe that's what a lot of the smoke is. But I'll tell you this. So the example of his wife not saying anything or his girlfriend, I got two words for you. Bill Cosby. His wife never said a word.
Yo! You said Bill Cosby.
Well, I'm serious. I mean, you talk about a freak.
Yo, I agree with Barney O. The reason why this guy's girlfriend hasn't left him because then they got money in the bank, bro.
There you
That's
go.
why. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're gonna if you was a chick, alright? If you was a chick and you're dating this guy and he's a millionaire, you're gonna leave him because he was fondling some girls.
Yeah,
whatever the hell.
Don't you think she'll gain more by becoming the 23rd person on that report?
Nah, because it's his girlfriend. What you mean? What you mean it's his girlfriend?
She don't want to divide the money with nobody.
They gotta be married for her to take half.
Knew before. Sometimes women do stupid things that, I mean, they'll turn their head for whatever reason.
Yo, Barney.
He didn't just start this.
Barney's tripping. He comes out of the tunnel smelling his finger.
Damn.
Yo. So okay, let's go around the table here. Who's an all go for Watson? And explain to me why or why not. And but leave it football. Leave it
Right.
football. Don't leave it. Don't let's get away from whatever's happening with him. We're talking football. Why
No
or
freak
why
zone.
not? Right. Why or why not Watson? And why only football? Go ahead, Cap.
I mean, for me, it can't get any worse. Gotta try something different.
Straight
You
up.
got a guy out there that wants to come here and is telling you he wants to come here. I mean, either Tua has to understand that and stay, or make his own calling somewhere else. I mean, like at the end of the day, if everybody wants to say this team sucks and the coaches suck and all that stuff, if you really feel that Tua is benefiting from this team, then you keep him here, and that's being selfish. If you think he's good enough to go somewhere else and win, let that man be happy and win somewhere else, because nobody has faith in this team anyway.
Okay. Thank you for your feelings, Cap. I appreciate it. Good job letting it out, bro.
Thank
Good
you.
job letting it out. All right, you feel better?
A little bit.
Yeah? Awesome, bro. All right, Bleezy, give it to me, bro. What do you...
Yo, thanks for having me. Awesome hanging out with you guys. We need to do this more often.
Always a pleasure.
But as far as Watson, I mean, in a nutshell, I think short term would be bad. It's just kind of a lot of drama that we could probably deal without.
Remember, forget about the drama. We're talking football.
I know.
And football only. I want your thoughts on what you think about him only pertaining to football.
Personally, I would pass on him, but I think we're going to take him. And I think long term, I guess it's a good deal, because right now I see us going down the Ryan Tannehill track with Tua. I feel like we're not getting a good evaluation. I feel we're going to be divided. Just like after, what did it take, 5 or 6 years for Tanny? And we got rid of him, and we still didn't have a good evaluation of him.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're kind of on that track with Tua right now. So if we go with Watson, I guess I'm cool with it. That's it. That's how I feel about it. I'm going with the.
I just want to win.
Okay. He Fins, give it to me, bro. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think only pertaining to football. Would you trade for Watson? Would you keep Tua? And why? Only pertaining to football. Forget about the drama.
Joining me.
Yes, sir.
Look, I feel like we should do what the Chargers did last year. First, I feel like we need to. Well, Ross needs to evaluate this entire situation, this entire season. Coaches, players, etc. We really need to focus on the coaching, the play calling, who's doing what they need to do, who's not doing what they need to do. For example, Herbert went crazy in his past 2 games because news went out, then his job was on the line.
Right.
No, I think he only last 6 games. Some of them were big games too.
Okay.
And then the issue was coaching. So Lynn got fired. So if Tua does a good job, it's a few more games than he should, then the problem was coaching. So I say the coaches have to go. If it's the other way around, Tua does pretty good. And
Hey, sorry to cut you off. My phone's about to crap out, man. I just wanted to say good night to everybody, man, and see you guys hopefully tomorrow on Stevie's show, man.
Dale, Cap. Have a good night, brother.
Be safe, man.
Good
Take
night.
care.
Bro.
Good night, Cap.
Pins up, man.
Pens up.
See you, bro.
But yeah, Ross needs to evaluate both ends. Evaluate the coaching, evaluate the players.
Okay.
If Tua doesn't do good, then Tua's out of the picture. If coaching is the issue, then bring in a new coaching staff. That's my take. Because that's what the Chargers did last year. Now look at them. They have a whole new coaching staff. New plays, new scheme, etc.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Um, I got another question. Remind me after you guys finish answering this one. That I think is kind of important. That I think has been overlooked and nobody's really questioned or talked about it too much. Um, but let's keep going here. Pam, tell me, give it to me, darling.
Okay. So I think Tua is doing just fine. I think taking Watson is a mistake because it's not like that guy doesn't throw interceptions too. Tua is doing more than enough to get us the wins. And I think going forward in the future, he is going to get better. And I think our problems lie elsewhere.
Okay,
Agree.
okay. What do you think we need to do to be able to make it work?
Well, so it's hard for me to understand how the DC is not getting week after week that playing zone in certain situations is killing us.
Right.
I don't understand what you're missing.
Right.
I sit on my couch, I see the problem. And I
Agreed.
don't understand how, at a professional level, you don't know how to manage the clock better. And I'm not sure who's involved in that. If that's the OCs or if that's Coach Flo, I'm not sure who's doing it. But there should be no issues with clock management and calling bad. I mean, you're not going to have every defensive play dialed up correctly, but we've got some great players, and they're not being used properly.
Agree.
For sure.
Agree.
So I don't know
I
who
agree.
that is or what you do about that.
So, okay, so let me ask you guys this question. This will be the last question of the night. I don't think that a lot of people have talked about it or have even thought of it maybe possibly being an issue. You know how this year we came out with a new playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the playbook just doesn't work? It's not the players, it's not the coaching. The playbook is just not. It's not it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem. I really do. I think at the beginning of the year, that was a big question that a lot of people didn't talk about. Was like, what about our new OC? Because we got rid of Galen, and to be honest, we still don't. I mean, I don't know who's calling the plays, but that was a big question mark coming into the season about our new offensive coordinators or whatever it is. And I think you're right. I think maybe our offensive scheme is not that good. I think it could be better, and I think that could be part of the problem.
I agree. I agree. Pam, what you think?
Okay, so I'll tell you what I think. So the last 2 games minimum, maybe 3 games. Our first drive, we go down and we look awesome. The defense looked awesome. So what are they doing after that? Why are we not continuing to do what we did on the first drive?
Right.
Yeah.
What the heck?
We need 4 quarters of script. We need all
Well,
kinds
and
of
I
script.
understand teams make adjustments and everything, but so do you. You just change it up a little bit more. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Um, I think that the playbook is definitely a huge problem for us. I think that they made the playbook too complicated for what the field or for how the game is played today. I think that maybe they went too far into thinking of what other players or what other teams might be running or what they're doing instead of sticking with what works. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. You know what I mean? The original run it down your throat, two backs, run it down your throat, and work something off of that instead of just setting something up completely different. That just it was a if it's gonna work type of thing, and then they catered it to Tua's strengths and to where 90% of it is RPO. I don't agree with that. I don't think that Tua's strength is RPO. I think that's just that gives him the option to be able to say, all right, yeah, give it off the linebacker's bit or whatever, but that's not his strength.
He should not be lining up under center.
No, no, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. But
So you're
we had a
saying
great.
maybe they're getting a little too cute.
Exactly. I think that they stepped away too much from the foundation
Yeah.
of what works to try to accommodate somebody of what they think is his strength. But yeah, he's showing you in every game that his strength is not RPOs.
right.
That's not his strength. If you notice, sure he does. He'll do the RPOs and he does them great. But mostly his RPOs is more of a dink and dunk.
He needs to be in shotgun.
Yeah. Tua's strength is a shotgun play to where the offensive line gives him some time and he can sling that mother sucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Straight up, because his you cannot dispute the accuracy that the kid has.
Yeah, he's got it.
You cannot dispute that.
He's got
And in order for you to cater to Tua's strength, which is his accuracy, it's got to be shotgun. Look at Brady. Look at Brady. Brady probably gets under center, 5% of the whole game. Other than that, he's in shotgun, slinging that thing.
Yeah.
Just what it is. So, I really appreciate you guys jumping on the show tonight and and talking to us. So I really appreciate you guys. Bleezy, give me your final thoughts, bro. Give me your final thoughts on what you think is gonna happen within this week. Do you think that we're gonna make this trade?
Unfortunately, yeah. I think we are. I hope we don't. I would love to ride out this year with Tua and we get a really, really good evaluation of him and build on him. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're about to make this through for Watson. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I think we've been working on this Watson deal for a long time. I think Greer has, and that with the deadline coming up, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But love hanging out with you guys. Let's do it again.
Hey, love you, buddy. Thank you for jumping on, man.
All right, peace.
Later, brother.
All right, bye.
Good night.
See you.
He Fins, give it to me, bro. Give me some final thoughts.
All I gotta say is someone's gonna pack up this week.
Yeah.
Somebody's packing up this week?
Yep.
Is it a player or is it a coach? Come on, baby. Specify. Give me some juice.
The player spot. So it has to be a coach.
A coach. Oh, okay. All right. I can agree with that one. I can agree. He Fins, well, thanks, buddy, for jumping on. I love it when you guys come on here, man, because we always have some great conversations. Everything is always humble. It's always love. You know, we don't argue. We don't fight. It's just everybody giving their opinion. People agree. They don't agree. It doesn't matter. We're not screaming at each other. None of that. And I love it, man. I really, really do. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys jumping on and showing the love and the support. All right. All right, brother. Later, man. Have a good night.
You too, man.
And then there was one. Pam, so I saved you for last because you always have a way of thinking outside the box. And I wanted to ask you if we decide to keep Tua, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Greer's nemesis is the draft. He sucks at it. We all know it. He knows it. He's terrible. He's hoping that one day he can hit big, so that way he'll retire from there. You know.
Right.
However, his strength is trades.
Yes.
So, being the fact that we have all this draft capital, instead of going for people in the draft, do you think that we should trade our draft picks for veterans that we need, for the leadership that we need on this team?
No, especially not in the Watson situation. I don't think
No,
that's
remember,
a smart
we're
move.
keeping Tua. We're keeping Tua.
Yeah, and
We're keeping
now,
Tua. Forget about Watson. He ain't coming. We're keeping Tua.
okay, so we're keeping Tua. Yeah, so maybe not our first and second round draft picks, but maybe a third or something to get somebody decent. A couple of our lower picks, yeah, because we do need leadership on both sides of the ball. I think that's a fact. But one thing that I feel like the amount of Dolphin fan negativity and how badly people feel about for Watson, against Watson, I'm afraid if people don't calm down a little bit and just be fans and love their team and love each other because we're Dolphin fans and we have that in common, that we're going to rip our whole organization and our whole fan base apart. And the Watson thing might do it.
I think
I'm
I think
concerned.
I agree with you. I feel like if we bite the bullet and decide to give away the bank for Watson, what we are going to end up as is what the Texans are now. Watson making big numbers, still showing that he is the man with the ball in the hand, but we're going nowhere because we don't have the support for it. I feel like that's what's going to happen. I feel like we're going to get rid of everybody because we're going to have to. We're just going to have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I said in the beginning of the show, I feel like X's time is up. His time is up. I didn't want to give him the contract extension in the offseason. Did he deserve it from the way he played before? Sure, yes, he played lights out last year. But if you look at all the years before that, the year before last year, he was hurt. Then the year before that, he had, 8 interceptions. And then his first year, he got hurt. So it's like, hurt, plays good. Hurt, plays good. And now, he's at the peak of his money, his career, his money, everything. You're at the peak right now. You're not going up anymore. You're not surpassing that 10 interception season. That isn't happening anymore. You're not even going to get close to it. He's not even going to get 9. And I think that us giving him that contract, however, we don't know how much money he's making on the incentives and all that stuff. I mean, we don't know.
And isn't that most of where his money is coming from? Is incentives for good play?
Supposedly, but we don't know what goes on in the organization.
True.
If you pay attention, he wanted more money. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted more money, or he wasn't going to play. That was the whole big shebang. He didn't want incentives. He wanted more money. He wanted for sure money. So we don't know if we're just telling the people like, yeah, it's all incentives, and it's more of the incentive is if you suit up and you're ready for the game, you're gonna make an extra $3,000. That's the incentive. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like we need to get rid of X. I think he's a liability for us now. We need to go in the draft. We need to get a solid corner. Besides the fact that we need to replace him anyways. We need to get that next man. I don't think Igbanagani is going to do it. And I don't think Needham is going to do it either. However, I think they're good
They
players.
have flashes.
You're right.
Those guys.
They're good players. And I feel like our coaching sucks so bad that we need that player that doesn't need the good coaching. He's just naturally phenomenal. And we cannot get these players that we're saying, well, we can build them up, we can train them, we can teach them. No, you can't. You suck at it. Look at the rest of the team.
Well, I think the X thing hurt our team in a very deep way in the off season. The whole thing with X, I think that hurt our locker room.
I agree.
I mean, it shouldn't. These are professionals. They're getting paid to play. They ought to be self-motivating, but it's not how people are.
No, people are greed.
Mm-hmm.
Greed is huge. Greed is huge.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Pam, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for always showing your support and coming onto the channel and just saying what's up and hi and jumping on the panel and give us your crazy thoughts, but yet good ones.
They are crazy.
So, Ms. Pam, you are awesome. Thank you for all your support and thank you for jumping on. And I want you to have a very good and a very blessed night.
Thanks, you too. Thanks so much.
Bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
And then there was me. Guys, I'm on the fence of what we should and what we shouldn't do. I think that Tua will go back into the locker room. I think he'll go back into the film room, and I think that he will learn from the mistakes that he made from this game. Like he learned from the mistakes that he made last game where he should have ran for the first down and decided to throw the ball. And he learned from that last game, changed it up, and he did it this game. Instead of him running and looking to throw it, he decided, you know what, I'm not going to make that same mistake. I'm getting that first down. And he pushed. He did it. He got hammered, shrugged it off to where the other player got hurt, and got us that first down. I think that he learns very, very quickly. And if we give him the time to be able to grow and learn as much as he can, I've said it from day one, I think Tua's a year 3 guy. I think that if we stay with Tua, next year he's going to come out and he's going to be explosive. I really do believe that he's going to be explosive. Now, with Deshaun Watson, there's no waiting or unsureness. If we trade for Watson and Watson comes to Miami and he never gets the, well, you cannot play right now, and they allow him to play, Watson is proven to know how to read a defense. He is proven to know how to sling that ball. He is proven with his legs. He is proven to be an extraordinary top 5 franchise quarterback of this NFL. And I think that if we pick him up, that's going to hurt our salary cap because we're going to have to pay him. So it's going to hurt our salary cap to where we're not going to be able to get him the help that he needs because we're going to have to get rid of a lot of people. We're going to have to sign Gesicki. Are we gonna let go of Agba? If we pick up Watson, are we letting go of Agba? Because Agba's contract is due too. He needs his contract due too. Or are you signing Agba and get rid of Jaceki? See what I'm saying? So there's a lot that goes into it that's just past the, oh, if we get this player, we'll be better. No. If we get Watson, all it is the Texans in Miami. That's all it is. Just the Texans in Miami. You got a top 5 quarterback putting up astronomical numbers. On paper, he should be kicking everybody's butt. But unfortunately, the team doesn't add up to it, and they still lose. So those are my thoughts for this week. I think Tua made some really bad mistakes, but he came back and definitely make up for them. He showed us his heart, he showed us his strength, and he showed us the perseverance that he has to be able to play this game. So he definitely earned a lot of respect for me. He definitely earned the right for me to want to watch him one more game and see that this wasn't just a fluke, and this is the Tua that we're going to get now. The Tua that has learned over the past year from last year, learned from his mistakes, and is now playing this way. And this is just not a one-game thing like it was last year with the Cardinals, or who did play the Raiders, or whatever the other game was. I think that he can be really, really something good. He's really showing the special that he has, and it sucks. It sucks because you'd hate to be wrong. You hate to be wrong and say, no, let's keep Tua, and then he just plateaus and stays where he's at. But I don't think that he's that type of quarterback. I think that he loves the game so much that he won't stop to learn and be better. So those are my thoughts of this week. I'll say it again. I think that the defense played very well. I think the offense played very well. There was a couple of dumb mistakes. The penalties have to be cleaned up. The penalties are killing us. And then we're getting penalties on downs that are crucial. So it really sucks. We were a very disciplined team as far as the penalties go. We had the number 1 defense last year. We had the least amount of penalties out of anybody and the most amount of turnovers out of anybody last year. Compared to this year, that defense is no more. Now, could it be that we don't have the linebacker core that we did before, and that's what's killing us? I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no either. So a lot of things need to be fixed. I think that we can be great again. And I think that we should just be patient and let this kid play out, and let's see what he has. If we trade him, we're going right back to what Miami does all the time, passes up on something, and it kicks us in the rear. It kicks us in the rear. So I think we should let this kid play out, but I wouldn't be upset if we grab Watson either. That's how I feel. I think we should wait. We should wait one more game, right? What is it, November 7th, right? So if the deadline is November 2nd, we can wait till next week. We can wait till next week because so November 2nd falls on a Tuesday. So we'd be able to play next week's game and see if Tua wasn't just a fluke of this game. He didn't just come out here and show us whatever, so that way we can change our minds about Watson and he's going to go back to his old ways. I need to see Tua come out this game coming up and improve from this last one. Improve in the stupid little decisions that he makes. I think that if he improves in those little decisions and comes out and plays exactly like he did on this game and shows that heart again, shows the way that he can go out there and really just put the team on his back and do everything that he can to get that win, I think we would have a change of mind and a change of heart if we should be able to keep Tua or not. But we got one more week to decide that. We'll see how he plays this coming week, and then you'll have 2 days to think about Watson or not. So that's the end of the video, guys. I appreciate everybody that came out. I appreciate everybody that hit that like button. Shout out to my new subscriber, Bobby K. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for showing your support and your love. Definitely goes a long way, for sure. So that'll be it, guys. It's your boy Chachi with Miami Football Talk MFT. I will catch you guys next time, and hopefully with good news. Peace out.